We know what a filter gallery is now. You may have already known that. Let's look at some of the filters that we have, especially some of the newer ones that are kind of fun to work with. Let's go ahead and open up our old standby right here. Now remember something. With well over 100 filters, we're not going to get into all of them, but we will get into several. Let's go ahead and make him a little bit bigger, just about like that. I want to talk about oil paint. Out of all the oil painting type applications and programs I've seen, this one does a pretty good job. But the first thing we should do is convert to Smart Filter. Now, let's go into oil paint. This thing really starts looking good when you blow it up. So let me go ahead and use my shortcut and make that a little bit bigger. Look at the details in that thing. That's really, to me, amazing, especially this like tree here, those fronds. Look at the detail as if they're actually being painted, going around areas like this as if there was an actual brush in there. This is not just like laying some kind of pattern on top of this thing and doing a multiply blending mode. This was actually well thought out, whoever did it. Now you do have options. Let me move that down a little bit more like this so we can see that boat too. Stylization. What does that do? It stylizes the brush strokes. So if we take it to the left or to the right, we're changing the type of brush stroke that we're working with. Up to you. Let's make that a little bit different. Cleanliness, if we move it this way, or we move it this way, cleans up the strokes. Also, you lose a lot of detail too if you're going to use it this way. Let's take it to about there. Scale, of course, is how big the strokes are in terms of scale, but if you go too far with them, again, you're losing detail. And bristle detail is kind of difficult for me to show you, but if you blow the image up really big and then look at the actual brush strokes themselves, you can actually see the bristles in the strokes if you have a lot of detail. That's pretty cool. You've got lighting. Which direction is the lighting coming from? And then shine is kind of interesting. Watch what it does when I take it down all the way. It smooths the image out. I love what it does to these plants and stuff down here. And it makes this almost like a very smooth image, like it was done more like a watercolor maybe than an oil. And if we go up this way, it increases the intensity. So if we click OK now, the cool thing is, if we don't like it, you go, well, it looked good in the dialog box, but it looks horrible now. We can go in, re-access it right down here. You can click this button, don't forget that one right there, and get into things like the opacity, how much of it is going to actually be used against the original image. Maybe tone it down a little bit if you want to. Click OK. Or if you don't like it at all, get rid of it. Oil paint is new to Photoshop 6, and actually it's pretty cool. I think you should try it out. On to the next.